Hello, 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 hello. My name is Ashley Nicole Phillips, and you are watching Kingdom Things. I am a spiritual healer, spiritual practitioner, spiritual creative, galactic, intergalactic liaison, by the way of God, Goddess, Source, Essential Sun, the Most High Creator, whatever you like to call the power, the force, the energy behind existence, behind all that is who created me and ushered me into my divine purpose of being a spiritual practitioner, spiritual creative, spiritual healer, galactic, intergalactic liaison, or shaman, shaw woman. That is me. If you found Kingdom Things, there is something here for you. If you found Kingdom Things, there is something here for you. Your soul, self, the soul, spirit aspects of yourself have landed you here because there's something here for you to ignite you on your own journey, or to assist you on your own journey, or for you to soak in some energy for your own journey, journeying of a life, expanding, healing, loving on yourself. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Anything that I say is an interpretation of the energies that I read. So take what resonates with you, and you can leave what doesn't. It's fine. Take what resonates with you. I hope something resonates with you and helps you on your journey of life. Now I want to talk a little bit about myself. I started my journeying of ascending as a human being having a human experience. I started awakening to my infinite potentials. This world sold us a story that life is finite, that our existence is finite, that the resources of this world, of all that is finite. When in all actuality, we are infinite beings, no beginning, no ends, as this life is one of the stories in the saga of our existence, our infinite existence with no beginning, no end. And just as we are infinite with no beginning and no end, the space that we cultivate and create in is infinite with no beginning and no end. We were sold a story of our finite beingness. We were sold a story of finite resources to keep us in a box, to keep us confined, to keep us contained. It is okay. We are coming out of that box. That box was a learning experience for us. That box was a learning experience for humanity. That box was a learning experience for humanity, and it was intentional. Everything that happens is always intentional, whether we term the things that happen as good or bad, whether we term the things that happen as good or bad, everything is supposed to happen. And every aspect of our lives is an opportunity for expansion and growth, as we are here incarnated as humans to expand and grow. Mother Gaia, our planet, is a realm of duality. So we have polarity, we have hot and cold, we have dark, light, we have left, right. And between these polarizing aspects, there are many dimensions and contrasting elements or aspects that reside between the left and right, dark, light, hot and cold, which gives us plenty of room to experience things that we don't experience in the spirit realm. As the spirit realm is a realm where we're aware that everything is one. Now I have a message. I channeled some energy from the Pleiadian Collective. If you do not know who the Pleiadian Collective are or is, who the Pleiadian Collective is, the Pleiadian Collective are our seeders of divinity. The Pleiadian Collective are our seeders of the divinity. When I say I am a galactic and intergalactic liaison, I have expanded my consciousness to the point where I understand that all is one. I'm everything as everything is me. And I'm able to perceive energies from spaces and places of the one, such as from the Pleiadian Collective and other intergalactic and galactic energies in the space of what is. So intergalactic, galactic liaison. I'm channeling messages into the earth realm that these collectives want us to know to assist us with our journey of expansion and activation. These energies are guiding us in our journey of expansion and activation, because we are going to start awakening to ourselves. We're going to start awakening to some pretty cool things. We're starting to bust out of that box, that finite box that we were programmed into. We're going to start busting out of the finite box that we were programmed into. And as we start busting out of that box that we were programmed into, the finite box we were programmed into, our consciousnesses are going to start expanding. And that can trigger fear within us. As our consciousnesses start expanding, this can trigger fear within us. So these collectives are channeling these messages through me in order to assist us and guide us, to let us know that everything that we are experiencing is natural. We were programmed to believe our infinite being and these things that we're going to be awakening to, that we can do, these things that energies that we're going to be awakening to, that we can perceive. We were programmed to believe that these things were bad or evil. When in all actuality, these things are part of us. These things are a part of our infinite nature. These things that we're going to be awakening to, our abilities to read these different energies, our abilities to perceive differently as our consciousnesses expand, our abilities that are natural and are a part of our infinite nature. We were programmed into the little box, the finite box. We're coming out of that box. And these different collectives are channeling messages through me to assist us in guiding us through this process. These collectives are channeling messages through me to assist us, to help guide us through this process. And I'm excited. I feel so much love in my heart when I channel them. And that's one thing they want us to know, that they love us. They love us. And, you know, the things that we do here on this planet affects them just as it affects us. So the things that we do here on this planet affects the whole, the one, all of what is, just as it affects us. So when we go through our daily lives and we are creating our lives, the energies that we perpetuate are energies that ripple out into the space of what is and affects everyone else in the space of what is, all other beings in the space of what is. So yes, they are loving beings. Yes, they are here to help, but they don't want us to be naive to the fact that they're helping us, because helping us helps them. Helping us helps them. Helping us helps them. So they want to help us. They want to make sure we know they want to help us expand and grow, because as we expand and grow, it assists them with expanding and growing as well. As we expand and grow, it assists them with expanding and growing as well, because we are going to be emanating energies of growth, emanating energies that are beneficial to the whole of what is. So I'm going to be sharing this Pleiadian communication that I channeled. I hope you're able to take something away from it. I hope that something resonates with you. Here we go. Limiting beliefs and restrictions that have kept us encapsulated in cages for millennia are programmings, limiting beliefs and restrictions that we are going to be working our way out of over generations for, millions of years to come. Millions of years to come. The way it's being explained to me is that that's what existence is about. That's what existence is about. So, we were seated with divinity by the Pleiadians, right? And the creation of the humanity, which the Pleiadians are saying, humanity, this is our creation. We are the Pleiadians' creation. And this creation is a creation that, of course, isn't perfect. The only perfection is the unlimited, unconditional love of God, Goddess, Source. That's the only perfection. Source, God, Goddess, that's the only perfection. And so as creations of Pleiadian humanity, we just like the Pleiadians, just like the Arcturians, just like the Sirians, just like the Lyrians, just like the Andromedans, we are created, and then we spend, evolution creating generations to bring us closer to Source, God, Goddess, the One. So as the creation of the Pleiadians were a creation of the Arcturians. Arcturians were the creation of Lyrians. It's coming to my head. Lyrians. We are spending our evolutionary existence is spent creating, trying with the goal to evolving our collective humanity, our generations back to Source, back to the light of Source, unconditional love. So I'm being guided. It's about, being patient with myself. Because me, I'm trying to work out all the kinks. That's how I am. I'm trying to work out all the kinks and then just go have some fun. But my spirit guides, the Pleiadians are letting me know, this process is an ever evolving process. It's what existence is about. It's about creating in your creations, learning from what you created and trying to create something else that is more in alignment with your soul, with your God, Goddess, divine essence. So we'll be forever evolving. And they also wanted me to know if I wanted to work out all the kinks and have no more limitations, no more restrictions, no more limiting beliefs, then I would turn back into light. Because our bodies are manifestations of our limiting beliefs, our limiting programmings. Our physical, corporeal bodies are manifestations of our limiting beliefs, our limiting programmings. So if I wanted to work them all out, I would turn back to light. So y'all, let's be patient and loving with ourselves and just enjoy existing, enjoy creating, enjoy learning from what we create, enjoy evolving, enjoy making ourselves, our divine selves, our true selves, our soul selves a priority. Making our souls a priority. So that was a channeled message, channeled energy from the Pleiadians, a channeled communication from the Pleiadians of the Pleiades Star system. Tygeta. Pleiadians, Pleiades Star system, Tygeta, to be specific. So this whole video is a channeling from the Pleiadians, and they're, like I said, they are our seeders of divinity. So along with them, many other star beings and energies throughout the space of what is have closely watched us over the years. An analogy that I channeled before, it's like a parent watching their children on a playground. It's like a parent watching their children on the playground. That's how they feel. They've been closely watching us without intervening. And you ask, why didn't they intervene? We can only get help through what we perceive. So before the energy wasn't right, and we weren't perceiving in mass. Our consciousnesses weren't expanding in mass. We're in a time, we're in a space, and the space of what is, our planet is in a space of space where we're being bombarded with energies that are high vibrational energies that our bodies are adjusting to. These high vibrational energies are raising the vibration not only of our physical bodies, but of our consciousnesses, of our energy, of our being. And as our energy is raised, of our consciousnesses, of our body, of our being, that's when we're able to perceive things, spaces, and places that we weren't able to perceive before. So that's part of us coming in. We're going to be coming into these abilities and these new ways of perceiving that we've never experienced before in mass as a collective. So the Pleiadians are here to assist with guiding us through this whole process. The Pleiadians are here to assist with guiding us through this whole process. And there are other star collectives, star being collectives that are assisting us with guiding us through this process. The collectives that, there are many collectives throughout the space of what is Lyrans, Arcturians, Andromedans, just to name a few, Orions, just to name a few that, the names that I'm aware of. There are many collectives and planets and spaces and realms that we are not privy to, that we're not aware of, and they're helping us as well. These energies are assisting us as well. Energies that we call angels, they're assisting us as well. Where does God fit in all of this? Where does God fit in all of this? All of the star being collectives that I named, including us, we are products of the energy of God. God, Goddess, Source, Essential Sun, the Supreme Creator, the Most High God, whatever you like to call it. We are products of that energy. That energy we're creations of that energy. So God is everywhere. God is all. God is everywhere. God is all, including inside of us, in our hearts, in our hearts, in our hearts. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this installment of Kingdom Things with me, your host, Ashley Nicole Phillips, spiritual practitioner, spiritual healer, spiritual creator, galactic, intergalactic liaison by the way of God, Goddess, Source, Essential Sun, the Most High Creator, whatever you like to call the power, the force, the energy behind all that is. That is who ushered me into divine alignment to my divine purpose. God bless you on your journey of aligning to your divine purpose. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because it activates the God or Goddess within.